7:01. Saturday. What is it, 21st, 20th? I flew my drone here. Let's see. I kind of wanted to fly all the way over there to Richie Rich's house. I don't know. I'm not flying that far. I don't like this area, actually. I feel like it's gonna fall in the water. I get the feeling it's gonna fall in the water. Also, you're like a football field and a half. You're like 2 football fields away from a dam. I don't know. Probably shouldn't fly here. Whatever. Richie Rich's house. Who is that? I don't even know who that is. That was just a terrible joke. You really want to, the other thing you're thinking of is that there's that neighborhood over there, that district plot of land. There's sort of like 20 acres, 30, 50. You know, you're like, I want to fly out. You're never going to be able to fly over there. But, you know, and then you're thinking of the concept of you can't actually give drone footage. You're like, I just want to fly the drone footage over there for like 2 hours. And I was like, no, they can't do that, because even if you tried to trade the footage with the guy who owned it, it's technically you have to have a license for that, I think. So that's, yeah, it's a lot of information is actually gated quite hard. They gate this stuff pretty hard. It's pretty sad. Yeah, you probably shouldn't have been here. This is technically a barge area. Whatever. Anything, you leave anything? I don't think so. Is everything zipped up? I don't think you can fly anymore now. Is there anywhere else you can go? You could try doing the baseball fields around here, maybe? I don't know. What else? You probably just want to get back. I don't think you want to save up your energy and then do like a long one tonight. Yeah, I don't know. What is that, a water pump? That's infrastructure. Really, infrastructure? What the fuck is that anyway? Water. Something about water. Probably the water pump for the clean water. Because they have the fucking thing over there by the front, right? The clean water. There's also one over there by the creek over by Hibbett. I never knew that. There's a big generator. What else? Some picnic tables. What else? Technically, they own all the land, I think, along this like corridor. It's not corridor, but the across. There's like on the other side of this. Is it an inlet? I think it's an inlet. And I think they own all that land because there's some benches down there. So technically, I think that's city land. I'm assuming it is. What is fine for flying over someone's property? Is it like confiscation? Is it $100? Is it confiscation? What is it? That's a good question. That's a big generator. How big do you think that is? It's the size of a room. It's the size of a... How big is it? It's 15 by 20 by 10, maybe? You're funny. Is there anywhere else you can fly around here? You go over there. That's even nearer to the dam. There's actually a lookout over there, too. Remember those old people playing frisbee golf? That was like 6 months, a year ago. They're in a new road down here? I don't know. Frisbee golf? I don't know what the fuck that is. Kids these days, man, that's actually been around since I think that's been around since the 70s or something, so. Well, that was fun. Anywhere else? You were gonna go to the other side of the dam, but then you're like, maybe we can do that U thing. Okay. That's fun. There'd been something there. There'd been something there. What do you think? You gonna ride on this? You need to figure out a system for putting this phone on your body. Or you need to get your GoPro lens fixed. Or, I don't know, you do have the other camera on you. But that's emergencies. That's the last stage. Interesting. Dude, and they have a big tennis complex now. Like 10 tennis fields under a huge metal cafeteria style. Interesting. You can go look at the walk from there. What else? What else? Do you want to go all the way to that baseball area where they used to have those? You can try to find from there for like 5 minutes. Maybe. Dun 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 doo da doo da. Mando, what? Mando. Mango. You're uploading 2 videos at the same time, it's like 10 gigs. And then so that'll take 7 hours, 5 hours, 7 hours. And then you still got potato you could, if you ever wanted to, a bunch of drone footage you could put. Getting very smooth corners. Smooth it out. Yeah, that was weird because you were like 10 feet from the edge of the cliff onto the water, and you're like, I don't like flying this. I feel like it's gonna. And then you pull back like 20 or 30 yards, and you're like, yeah, I feel safer flying it now. I don't know if that's a psychological thing, because you were near the water, and then you were like 40 feet from the water, and by being 40 feet from the water, you felt safer to fly it over the water. Don't ask me what that's about. It's human psychology, I guess. Technically nothing changed. I mean, you still had the same loss chance of losing $500. Would you dive into the river to pick it up? I don't know. That's a dangerous area, actually. I think there's a big red sign that says, don't go out there. Would it float? Do you think your auto, is it a nano? Whatever the fuck it is. Do you think it floats? How do you think they design them? Do they just sink? What do you think they do? I don't know. That's a good question. Do they float? Maybe. They're pretty, whatever. Da 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 da. Yeah, that's a pretty big. How many are there? 1, 2. There's 8. 3, 6. You're wrong. 6. 1, 2. Oh no, there's 8. And then there's another set. Wonder why they put roofs on them. For weather? I don't know. That's a good question. For weather, duh. So this is like a tennis area now. Because that's a lot of tennis rings, right? That's 8 plus another 4, 12. And there's 12 plus another 4, 3, 4, something like that. The tennis capital of the world, eh? Okay. Anna Kournikova, girl. Nah, that's a terrible early reference to. No one has a clue who Anna Kournikova is anymore. Very nice. This is new. What is this? A bank? Looks like a bank. The pillars make me feel secure. Like I can put my money in there. It's not a bank, I don't think. It should be a bank though. You see a flyer on here? What is this? What is this? What are you? Your bank. It's a what is it? That's even more man, this is like the tennis area of the world now? What the fuck? Isn't like tennis like a rich people sport? It's like golf. Soccer used to be do you see a lot of blue collar tennis players? I don't know, maybe. Just golf. You can get it secondhand, I guess. What's this over here? Some lights. Yeah, a lot of golf, a lot of tennis courts around here. There's those. How many of them are there over there by the skate park? Like 8? Oh, I've never seen that before. Look at that view. That's a view. That's a different view. It's a pretty good view, actually. That's a pretty good view. How do you like that view, buddy? How do you like that view? It's pretty hot shit. Hot shit, buddy. Dude, what is this? I don't know. There's another shed down here. What are they? Shelters? Thing like shelters. Yeah, I don't think you've actually been down here. I mean, in a while. I mean, you did when you were younger, I think. You want to fly from here? You want to go up? Just go up without going out. You can do that legally, probably. This is pretty nice. And you got your last flight. It's technically. Dude, I mean, you're getting into that gray area. This is very gray. It's a gray area. You're playing gray. There's a lock over there. You want to go straight up and not out? Yeah, I guess that's what I'll do. Some party over there. Just stay away from them. I've never actually been here. I didn't know they had a view over this. Interesting. You want to fly over? Oh, this field. You want to do the field? The field. You're getting into that gray area. You're overlooking the lock, man. You are overlooking the lock, buddy. Whatever. Yeah, do it from here. Can you go back here? Might we go back here? Maybe. Is there a sign? Maybe. Probably. Interesting. What does this say? Does this say stay the fuck out? It says stay the fuck out, I bet. Stay the fuck out. You want to go back here? Yeah, it says nothing. I don't see nothing. I did nothing wrong. Didn't do nothing. Did nothing wrong. That's what the camera's for. Protects you. Nice. Very smart. Smart boy. Smart boy, eh? Smart boy. Yeah, you're getting pretty late into the this is a borderline. When does it officially become you must have lights? Getting pretty close. Nice view though. Very nice view. Nice view. What else? I don't know. My boy. You have your light. Oh, you didn't even have your light on your bike? Fuck you. Let's see, it's only 5 minutes. Should be safe. Okay, it's too dark to fly. Yeah. And you would have had to re-stabilize your gimbal and all that shit. That gimbal thing, what the fuck? I gotta figure out how that works better. Yeah, I'll do it someday. I'll have to go back out to the side and I don't know, sometimes you hold it from your hand and you let it take off from your hand, and then a lot of the time when you put it on the grass, it's not flat and level, so like when it starts up, does it like auto stabilize when you start up? It must be doing that or something, and then because you're on like a 5% incline or something, it's not stable. Because when you just flew it for like 10 seconds, it was like angled, canted. Is it canted? Yeah, probably canted. Whatever canted means is. There's some canted and slanted and angled. Three-dimensional spaces in terms of whatever you call it. I've never been down there actually. So you're thinking of that sign from what? So last night there was a sign that was hit back. It was hit back 45 degrees and it was hit sideways 45 degrees. It was a double hit, yeah. A lot of things are off by more than just one angle. Interesting. It's not just one angle, it's two angles. Okay, what else? I think you just slept for, because you walked for 5 hours last night. You slept like 3 or 4 because you were pretty fucking tired actually. What else? You didn't upload anything last night. You should have done that. I never do that though. You're never gonna do that. It's a bad habit you're never gonna fix. Because you got back and you're like, oh, my feet hurt. And you sat in the chair and you're like, I could upload something, but that's a lot of work. You just wait till if you could do that, you'd be saving, like, your sleep time would be used for uploading. Yeah, I know, but it's like bad habits, man. Bad habits. The regional tennis area of Alabama. Now Florence, Alabama. Could be. I don't know. I guess we're not Hoover. I guess they're not Hoover. Hoover would be football. Interesting. You don't even want to go down to Hoover. What would Hoover look like? You only know that rich area, the shopping area. You don't even know where the nice houses. I don't even know where the nice houses are. Probably the same area. You should see. You think you know? It's actually funny. You did this joke a long time ago. The rich of Florence, they're actually pretty poor compared to like Hoover. They look like peons compared to Hoover. Hoover, the real power of Alabama, probably the center of power. This is just some Roman not outhouse, out back. It's not nice. Well, it's funny. It makes you feel better. Okay. Mr. Richie Rich with his big old... That's a small house compared to Hoover, baby. You don't have any evidence for that, but it's funny. Very funny. More tennis. It's hot. I don't know why. Because it's March. It's probably like 70 and you're sweating. But you do have a thin sleeve shirt on this time. Long sleeve, thin sleeve shirt. Well, that's smart. I'm still hot. I'm still sweaty. I don't like it. Here's that bank. It's not a bank. It's actually... Do you think this is a private tennis club? Ooh, they have nice vending machines in there. Ooh, so it's like a regional tennis hub. People come here for the regional tennis. You know, like regionals, whatever the fuck regionals are. I don't know. You always hear that in a movie, right? Regionals. How many regions are there in a state normally? I don't know. 5, 10 regionals. How many regionals in Alabama for like football or baseball or tennis or... You're very stupid. Did I ever tell you that? Yeah, I know. Do 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 da da do da dee. Do 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 da. What else? I don't know. You gotta go back now. I'm not. Are you going downtown or are you just gonna go back? I think you should just go back and then rehydrate and then rehydrate and then all those other fancy words. That'd be smart. You sure you don't want to go on the damn road and the damn walk? You want to go damn walk to East Forest to Railroad and back, or do you want to just go straight back? The damn walk. The damn walk is a walk along the river that starts at the dam and ends at the sea. We can call it the damn walk if you want. Yeah, that can work. Or you can just go back. You can turn. Does this thing have power? You've got 4 batteries. You got 4 lights. It has 4 lights on my light. My light has 4 lights. The light itself has 1 light. Picard. Are there 4 or 5 lights, Picard? There's 4 blue ones and 1 big white light. Take that, Picard. Okay. What else? You can't fly near that. You'll get arrested. That's a water treatment plant. Yeah, they put water. They put chlorine in it. Yeah, something like that. Oh yeah, what was it? Atu Shun, whoever that YouTuber, Checkmate Lincolnites. He did some crazy video where he has like an AR-15, and he's like blah 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 lefty. You know, it's like lefty militarism or something. I don't know. It's funny. He's like thin. He looks like he wears glasses. Yeah, it's like it doesn't look good. Whatever. Also, he's stupid because he doesn't realize the conservatives oversaturated the gun market in the 80s and 90s and 2000s, and the reason that they're allowing, like, not bump stocks. You're talking about the trigger things, that's because they're oversaturated with guns, and they've probably already started investing in the new caliber of weapons like drones, or probably Intel networks would probably be where the best money is spent. Because spoiler. guns. I mean, you were thinking about this. You were thinking of like in the 80s, didn't Trump carry like a holster on his ankle or something? Yeah, but you know, that's like an emergency. But you're talking about the actual power is exerted through organizations, not like through the gun itself. Like the police force would be a organization. You know, it's 80 people. You know, something like that. You don't want to be the one carrying the gun. You want to be the one ordering the people who has the guns to do stuff. Yeah, I think that's your argument. Yeah. So the left is like way behind on that one. They're gonna have to. They're fucking retards. They think they can emulate the right on that one. I think. Yeah. They are retards, aren't they? Whatever. Too bad. It was not that well made of a video, I didn't think, but whatever. Checkmate, Lincolnites. He was like schizophrenic. He would do like the double characters. Yeah, that was funny. Hey, you're doing like two characters, aren't you? Yeah, I know. You're probably schizophrenic. Shit. Christmas lights, degenerates. Yeah, I can't keep my thoughts in one character. It's too exhausting. You know, how do you keep the stimuli in one character set? That's a good question. You know, because on the one hand, it's just people putting Christmas lights up on their house. On the one hand, it shows the degeneracy of America. On the other hand, it's just fucking Christmas lights on a house, right? Yeah. Well, both are true at the same time. I don't know. It's ridiculously funny. The degeneracy of Christmas lights in March. Yeah, it's pretty degenerate in my opinion. Anything else? Oh, you were laying in bed, I think, and you were doing the. Every time you go on Fox News, it's always like trans athletes. I want to do like one where it's like really a hardcore burn. You fucking conservatives, you liberal switcheroos. Women should not be playing sports, and I mean like that's a 10 out of 10. Stop telling women they can play sports. Stop it. Women don't belong in sports. That solves the problem. Like so, this entire conservative party became the liberal party. I mean, it's like such bullshit. Do you really believe that, or are you just trying to be incendiary? I think you're being incendiary. But it's funny, like, why do they all of a sudden give a shit about women's sports? They used to be like, why are women playing sports? And now they're all fucking two-faced little fucking faggots doing this shit like, you know, we care about, you never gave a fuck about women. Fuck you, shut the fuck up. I mean, that's a common problem in life. We're protecting the sanctity of women's sports. There's nothing, look, women's sports, 9 out of 10 joke. Male pretending to be a lady, like it's a 5 out of 10, 3 out of 10, 4 out of 10. Women's sports are a bigger joke than a male. That shit's just weird. Hey, you saw a guy with like 4-inch heels dressed like a male at a shop. That was weird. This is like Alabama. They don't do that. That's the first time you've ever seen that. That's an anomaly. Well, that was weird. Yeah, that was weird. But I mean, it's not like 10 out of 10. It's like, it's odd. It's like a 2 or 3. They're pretty tall. They're probably 4-inch heels, I bet. Yeah, they're pretty tall. Women's sports, though, that's like a 9 out of 10 of degeneracy. Because, you know, like women can't do anything competently. So why would you have them play sports? It's just a waste of their time, a waste of everyone's time and resources. I mean, it's weird that a dude would wear 4-inch heels, but is it like hardcore degeneracy? Like hardcore degeneracy would be like women playing sports. Yeah, that's probably the true analogy. They're not going to agree with you on that one. They're going to say, I mean, have you seen women do anything competently ever? Not really. It's like dressing a dog up like something. You can do it. It doesn't, you know, or having a toddler push around a fake lawnmower that puts out bubbles. It's kind of like what women's sports are. A toddler pushing around a lawnmower that puts out bubbles. Yeah, that's what women's sports are. It's just a joke. It's a big old fucking joke. Well, that's interesting. That's not fair. What about Anna Kournikova? She was pretty hot. Yeah, she was. Anna Kournikova was hot. That little skirt and shit. Yeah, fuck yeah. That's why males protect women's sports. They protect the mini skirt of Anna Kournikova. Yeah, it's not really about the sanctity of the sport. It's about the sanctity of the Anna Kournikova's mini skirt, probably. Yeah, that makes sense. Also, by protecting women's sports, they don't have to care about like real issues. Yeah, that makes sense. Interesting. Hey, we would have helped with like the really big problems, but we were busy protecting, women's sports, which really matter, Yeah, that's true. They do really matter. 1 minute, women's sports are corrupted. The next minute, I don't know, something really important is corrupted. Yeah, probably. That makes sense. It's a lightning rod is what it is. It's designed to be, it's a who gives a fuck issue that for some reason people put energy into and they don't realize it's a waste of time issue. Yeah. Well, that's how smart leadership works. You give you put out honeypots and fake shit for people to attack, and then the retards will attack it because they don't realize that it's a fake issue. Yeah. That makes sense. Checkmate. Oh, there's a truck limo. It's a Jeep limo. It's a SUV limo. So it's got a back that looks like the back of a Yukon or a Denali. That's pretty lame. It's okay. How long was it? I don't know, like a normal limo, a little longer maybe. Is it an anomaly? It's the first time I've seen it. It's an anomaly in that sense, but I guess I've never seen a Yukon limo, but it's not mind blowing. It's just a limo. But are there Hummer limos? I would assume that they can just take a car and turn it into a limo if they have the money to do it. They just extend it out and put some reinforced bars in there and shit and increase the engine. Is it legal to do that? Can you take a Hummer and turn it into a limo? Well, that was like a Denali or a Yukon. I would assume so. I don't know. Does the H3 Hummer company actually make a limo, or are they all handmade? Yeah, you got me. I don't know. I don't really care either. I mean, kind of. It's probably a company that takes any car. Can you turn a Corvette into a limo? Can you turn how about like one of those little tiny Mazda cars, like the sports cars, like how about a Harley Davidson? Can you turn that into a limo? I don't know if that works, buddy. That's not how motorcycles work. It'd be ridiculous looking. I mean, it kind of would be. How about that three-wheel motorcycle that you saw? Could you turn that into a limo? That's getting odd because the stabilization of a three-wheeled limo would be very odd. Well, that's interesting. How about a truck limo where the entire back part is the bed and you sit outside with there's no inside part? Like a fully outdoor limo with the front part is the truck and then the back part is the bed. That's a pretty stupid idea. That you'd probably go bankrupt doing that. I've got $1 trillion idea. It's called limos that are like trucks. And it starts raining or it's snowy. The snow and the rain kind of ruined that limo concept. Yeah, I know, but I saw a truck and I saw a limo, and that's how. Black History every day. Let's see what else. That's a shirt. We seize you and you matter. It's probably black owned or something. Yeah, probably. Or they're targeting that market. I don't know. Maybe one of the two. DTF, custom DTF. What does DTF stand for? I forgot. Did you look this up? Design to fit. It stands for down to fuck is what it stands for. Down to fuck. DTF. Okay. Nah, it stands for something else. Probably. The biggest issue, he's doing like a Jedi mind trick. The biggest issue in American politics is women, males in women's sports. And he does like the hand wave trick. That's pretty funny. You're Obi-Wan Kenobi, aren't you? Yeah. Okay. You had that other joke. How about that other joke you were doing? This one was actually, yeah, you're going to start doing a, for your tiny jokes, you're going to start doing like disclaimers at the front, like in the title. So the title would be like inflammatory joke. Because some of these are pretty inflammatory. That gives you kind of a breathing space. You can be like, it's an inflammatory joke. It's not meant to be, well, it's inflammatory, but the inflammatory joke was, the story of Job is in the Christian mythos. And the whole problem with the right wing in America is they've somehow, there was no Jobest, there was no Jonah. It wasn't, they have to rewrite the Bible because all these conservative females think that the Job story does not apply to them and they're beyond suffering. That's your inflammatory joke. That's not that good. It's kind of good actually, because it's like, it's an attack. You always attack the core of the, you don't attack periphery, you attack core. What you're actually saying is, this is not a Christian society. This is actually a satanic society, where you go for you attack their core. You don't attack their periphery. Yes, it's a genius. They're just gonna go back to the old AFR tactic of saying you're a deracinator or what is the term? It's called. What did they call the Jewish people back in the old 2010s? There's a word for it. It's the spirit of the law concept. It's like the spirit of the law is we maintain power and you work for us, and you somehow figured out a way to try and get power yourself. So you broke the spirit of the law because you followed the letter of the law, but the spirit of the law is we stay in power and you're a fucking bitch and you do what we tell you to do. But you somehow got away from us. That's kind of what you're going for, right? Yeah, something like that. The spirit of the law is we don't lose, and you always lose, and you do what we tell you to do. The letter of the law, you followed the letter of the law, but the spirit of the law is you're a bitch, and we own you. And you broke that. You broke the spirit of the law. You didn't break the letter of the law, but Halloween store, fucking March, degenerate society. Why is there a Halloween store open in the middle of March? What's a degenerate society? I told you. Satanic society? Maybe. Could be. Here's a $5. I've never been in there. You should go in there. 50-cent fill a bag or $10 fill a bag. Some sort of, it's like a Amazon return store probably. Yeah. They use crates or something. It's like Big Lots but on crack maybe. What are those stores called? I've seen 2 or 3, 4, 5 of those. That can't just be around here. That has to be whole US, I would guess, called Get Rid of Returns. It's a Get Rid of Return store, I guess. When I say attack the core, I mean the idea core, not the actual, attack the ideas. Not the, well, no, you already said, they're going to take that out of context. You know that, right? Yeah, probably. Spirit of the law, you're definitely breaking the spirit of the law. What are the law? Whatever, they don't give a fuck. They never believed in laws. It's the spirit of the law. It's the emotion of the law. It's the feeling of the law. He might not, on the letter of the law, be breaking the law, but spiritually, or on a spirit, or on the, my gut feeling is, probably true. So your joke is, if you're going to do this, you're going to have to go more conservative than them. You're going to have to say, I'm a 50s conservative. You guys have become overly liberal. You've become, women should not be playing sports. Someone needs to rewrite the Bible and put some Jobest story in there, like a Job, but with like a female name, because the women are not smart enough to understand that that story applies to them too. Yeah, I know, but that's not how conservative minds work. Conservative minds work on the concept that, they're beta pussy worshippers. They do anything women say. They don't, they've become like a feminine society. That's pretty smart. Very funny. Hey, a Tesla. It's a truck. It looks like metal. You always see those. When you see them, you always notice them. Do da do da do 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 da da do da day. It's a pretty catchy song. Da 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 do 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 do. So you're doing like a survey of a satanic culture that's been I'm just fucking with you. I told you it's incendiary. It's not. It's meant to be purposefully abrasive. Hillary Clinton eats babies. That's true too. She does eat babies. They're pretty tasty. You ever eaten a baby? You ever lied to a person on purpose just to get an advantage? It's like eating babies. It's pretty tasty. Only in a Christian society would allow such blatant lies to exist. That's why you say it's a satanic culture, right? Yeah. The amount of lies is too high. Hence, it's a satanic culture. You like that, don't you? Yeah, I kind of do. It's kind of amusing. Do da, do da, do 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 da 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 do da day, da 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 do da day. You want to go to Walmart? You want to go to Walmart? If you go to Walmart, are you gonna buy Mellow Yellow? Because like Mellow Yellow is actually, you open that Mountain Dew. I think the Mellow Yellow is better than the Mountain Dew. Yeah, it is. You still have 4. You bought 4 Mountain Dews. You're still gonna drink them, but they're the Mellow Yellow is better. What's up with the left always doing that multi-character shit? Like that, they always do the dress-up shit, like Atu Shun and Philosophy Tube did that, and then ContraPoint's always dressed up. It's very lefty, the whole like schizophrenia thing. Yeah, I don't like that. It creeps me out. Hey, but you're doing the 2 voices now. That's not good. You're taking the ideas too seriously. If you actually realize they don't believe the things they say, it would save you a lot of time. I've told you this thousands of times, and you still refuse to listen to me. So like one of your characters is hyper cynical and like realpolitik, and the other one is like idealistic and retarded. Yeah, that's kind of the game I think that's the joke you're going for here. Like a 2 character, one is idealistic, one is realpolitik, cynical, and then you try and juggle the 2 off each other. It's kind of amusing. Hey, who's that? Is it Sam Harris? He seems okay. Like he was talking about how America's basically said we're basically realpolitik now, and we don't even pretend to believe in anything anymore. That was kind of amusing. Yeah, so there's no high ground anymore. See, what happened is people realized that having the high ground actually doesn't mean anything anymore. It's actually that's George Lucas propaganda. You don't need the high ground. You just do whatever the fuck you're able to do. I think that's the new morality of existence. Is you do what you can do, and then the weak must bear, and the strong do what they want, and the weak must bear. It's the old. So all idealism out the window. Realpolitik hardcore. It's odd because like Christianity was supposed to be like one of the most idealistic religions ever, and it's the conservatives are the Christians, and now they're the most realpolitik. It's very, I would say, amusing, but it's actually kind of creepy because they're veiling. Sometimes they veil their stuff behind it's like realpolitik veiled behind idealism. That's the part I don't like. I don't care if you're realpolitik. You can be a realpolitik all day. Just don't veil it behind idealism. I mean, you're kidding with me, right? I don't know. That's a good question. Well, this should be interesting. You're either gonna be dead pretty soon, or something. Yeah, I don't know. Should be fun. At least you're engaged, sort of. You are kind of engaged. It's kind of interesting to watch. Oh well. You going to Walmart, or what are you doing? I don't know yet. I have to think about this. Walmart to Walmart or not Walmart? Yeah, I'll go to Walmart. Why not? You'll have to bring your backpack in because you have your drone. I know. I don't like doing that, but I'm not gonna leave it on the fucking bike. Do-da, do-da, do-do-do-do-do-do-da-da-da-do-da-day. Do-da-da-dee-da-do. Was it Sam? Yeah, I don't know. That's is that white guy with weird hair? And there was some other thing you watched like 10 minutes of. What was that one about? I don't remember. Epstein? He was all like, yeah, we're eventually going to get the truth out. Epstein is a distraction. It's similar to, I think it's similar to like the women's sports thing. I think it's just a big fucking circus distraction. But then again, you know, what was his name? He was Weinstein, I think. He was the Weinstein guy, I think. He had curly hair. Yeah, something like that. We're getting to the truth eventually. That's your impression of him? Yeah. You're a schizophrenic lefty. Ha 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 ha. Very funny. Does the right wing have any characters like that? Did Rush Limbaugh always have the same voice, right? You know, O'Reilly never did like, you know, multiple characters, right? That's why the left is known as like the narcissistic, you know, they're the emulators. They don't actually, yeah, I know, it's bullshit. Fuck. You're saying it's like I don't know, something like that. If you meet a person on the right, they know the answer to everything, even if they don't know the answer, because that's part of their character. Whereas, you know, there's more of an ambiguity to. I don't trust people who know the answer to everything. It makes me very nervous. Well, you know, I know the answer to everything, of course, but I don't trust other people who know the answer to everything. But I myself know the answer to everything. Yeah, that's true. I've never seen a problem I didn't know the answer to. Funny, you're very funny. It's very funny. So you're going to Walmart? Yeah, I think so. You need some sort of meat. I think you need like a. I don't know. What sort of food would be? Can you still go to Aldi's? Supposedly they don't have any more of those pizza crusts at Aldi's. Can you buy them offline, do you think? Could you buy Aldi's? Could you go, do they have an Aldi's across the river? Ooh, good question. Do-da, do-da, do-do-do-do-do-do. Da-da-da-do-da-day. 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 Do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Da-da-da-do-da-day. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-da. Do-da. What else? I don't know. I don't know. I'm out of ideas. Want to get a Gatorade? You want to get some Gatorade powder? Do you want to get... Doody-da-dee-dee-da-doo. Doody-da-dee-dee-da-doo. Doody-dee-da-doo-dee. That's kind of mean. So, like, when things get bad, conservative societies are like, yeah, women shouldn't have to work in factories. But then when things are like really, really good, they're like, yeah, let them work in factories. That's kind of, you're kind of going for like a. So that's what their main value is. It's like, it's a pussy party. Yeah, Republicans is a pussy party. When things are bad, women shouldn't have to feel it. When things are good, they should get to share it. It's kind of mean. What about war? Like, remember we total mobilization is where they have the women in the workplace. That would be the historical example. That doesn't fit your example. Shut up. It's so easy to be a doctor now. We'll even let the women do it. You remember the it's like the white discrimination? Wasn't that the new talking point? Is like white discrimination? Just get women out of the workplace. You'll get all the jobs back. That's not nice. What's funny? I didn't say it was nice. It doesn't have to be nice. I said it had to be funny. Interesting. We are so affluent. It's like, you know how when the people have the dogs and they feed the dogs like $5 or $10 worth of food a day? It's like women having like nice jobs. It's like an expensive pet. You know, you don't really need to feed a pet $5 worth of food or $10 worth of food. It's a flex, you know? It's a flex. Like, I'm so rich I got like a woman doctor. It's like, you know, it's meant to be like a humiliation ritual or something. Yeah, that's pretty inflammatory, buddy. Well, that's the point. It's to make inflammatory jokes. Is this thing gonna go down? There you go. Good job. I guess you're going to Walmart now, so I gotta turn this off. $2 $3 plushies? Really? You get $2 $3 plushies? Yeah, no, they're cute though. Faggot. Yeah, I know. Shouldn't have bought them. $3 though. Cute. Very cute. Will you hug it? Yeah, maybe. I might hug it. You're not gonna be able to fit this in your bag, are you? How do you want to do this, buddy? That is a good question. I guess we'll have to do the muffins. We'll have to carry $1.70 for old muffins. That's cheaper than normal, right? Which were they? $1.67 for save $2 and something. Well, that's a good deal. Good job, buddy. Good job. You bought 2 of them? Yeah. You get fat off blueberry muffins. They really cut them down. Normally they half price them. That's more than half price. What is that? $2.31. Save $2.31. $1.67. You said? What did you say? You said $1.67. Interesting. You don't remember what you said on the phone and what you said because you were ranting in your head while in Walmart. Yes, you were. You're always ranting. See, this isn't actually that much of a job. This is more just like me taking whatever insane thought is in my head and putting it to verb or word, not word, word. You were thinking of this even way before you started doing this. Yeah, probably. So what's your thesis? Oh, you're doing the whole, I don't remember where you left off. Where'd you leave off when you were on your bike? I'm not going to look that up. I don't have the energy. I also don't care. I don't value your time, is kind of what I'm saying. So you'll probably repeat some stuff. Yeah. I do not value your time one bit. That's what makes you a terrible host. Yeah, no. So what do you got? It was misogyny. I think it was just a bunch of misogyny. Yeah. What happened to the Republican Party I liked, the misogynistic Republican Party? Oh, they don't do that anymore. They sort of turned that off for a while. Your thesis was, what was it? As a male who's not liked by many women, crazy women like me, conservative women do not like me. Crazy women do like me. I have that Rasputin-esque eye set. Can you seduce the conservative women? Sometimes, but not really. It doesn't work that well. Crazy women love me. Because you have the crazy eye. Oh, your whole thesis was women have no physical power, so their only actual power is their ability to wrap males around their finger. Yeah, that's old misogyny. That's misogyny from like hundreds, thousands of years ago. You're comparing to like John the Baptist and stuff like that, right? Yeah. Well, the conservative party of today does not believe in the John the Baptist story. They believe in the, the innocent virginal Mary, probably. Yeah. It's interesting. You gotta take your bike off the lock. You got distracted there, man. Yeah, no, I get so fucking distracted. It's so easy. Uh-huh. They became the pussy party. Yeah, they're pussy worshippers. Uh-huh. I don't like him. Uh-huh. You did that like 2 nights ago, buddy. You're gonna have to change subjects. Uh-huh. Oh, you were comparing it to the end of the Civil War. If you would have given the slaves like weapons in '65, everyone who had ever whipped them, they'd like kill the shit out of, right? If you gave them like rifles and stuff. So you're saying women shouldn't have power because they're basically like the black people of '65. You give them power and they're just going to go around getting revenge, right? So that's why I'm against conservatives and their women thesis, because you're basically letting the women make decisions, and women shouldn't be making decisions. As a real conservative, I'll tell you right now, women should not be involved in decision making. So you're attacking you think the Republican Party is a female-led party that is making emotional decisions similar to like a slave would make in '65 if they were given weapons. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But also, I rub women the wrong way, so I might just be looking out for my own self-interest there. Okay, Rasputin. Like I've said, it's not... Having a gun is not power. Having power is when you can have 80 people with guns do what you say. That's what real power is. Like a woman. Like a mayor or a police captain, or, like a woman. Hey. Gotta put this lock back on there. You like playing with those ideas, don't you? They're very incendiary. Now you got a bike back. 3 videos. Do they match? I don't think so. Doesn't matter. What are they for sale? Those 2 plushies. You got those 2 cute little plushies. One's a dole, like a dole banana, and one's like gummy worms. They're very cute. That's how you get power, man. How do you think they get? How do you think they control 80 people? Plushies. It's actually pussy. That's actually what probably controls it. Not plushies. Interesting. You're going back into this nebulous area? I don't know. It's something to do. You ever seen a woman and she acts like she's in control and you're like, what the fuck is that lady in control for? You'd think she'd be, in a Job-esque mentality of like, I must be here to suffer. Nah, they're all smiling. It's very weird. Yeah, you're misogynist. They're gonna fucking arrest you for this shit. Yeah, I know. This is all a character. You need to do like a YouTube 30-second thing where you're like, like, this is just a character, it's an act. And then after you say that, be like, yeah, now that I'm legally defended, I can say, I'm not actually lying. Very nice, very nice. Like, is it an Alex Jones defense? I mean, what are you going for here? I don't know. It's, I think you're just throwing anarchy into there. Yeah, that could be it. I mean, to be fair, if you gave weapons to the slaves in '65, they would have gone around killing people. I mean, that's probably 100% true. They want their revenge. You're saying women want revenge the same way slaves did in '65, right? Yeah, that's basically the thesis I'm selling. So you shouldn't glorify. I trust a woman's. No, I don't. I think they're filled with anger and rage, and like they probably want revenge on everybody. Like the slaves did in '65. Yeah. So your comparison would be the left wing tried to control the rage of the blacks, and the right wing is trying to control the rage of women. At a certain point, the mayor, the mayors and the governors of the cities and states, all the boyfriends who didn't dance with their wife at prom or whatever, they're gonna end up dead. It's gonna be a form of corruption. Like I didn't like him. He didn't dance with me at prom. So they're gonna all end up dead. It's gonna be a form of corruption, right? Yeah. But that's like you're exaggerating, right? Kind of. Halfway am not. It's very funny. It's almost like, hey, that was from Westworld, or not Westworld. House of Cards was like that, right? Wasn't there that one general who got like Claire didn't like that one general? It's kind of like that, right? Did he actually do something bad to her, or was it just her going after an old vendetta? I don't know. That's a good question. I wasn't paying that close of attention. Also, you have to trust Claire. Do you trust Claire from House of Cards? You can if you want. I mean, I don't know. Interesting. Do 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 da do da. You got one Mellow Yellow, two plushies, two things of muffins for like $1.70 each, and then one of them was a little more expensive than the other, which is weird. Like one was 10 cents more. Maybe it was a day older, or they cooked them earlier in the day or something. That's a good question. They must have had a lot of muffins they didn't sell, because that's cheaper than normal. There's a story that there's a really lame story. It's a story, but it's not a good story. It's like a mediocre story. Here's a house. Here's a horse thing. Once you start looking for horses, you'll find them everywhere. It's like most things in life. Stickers? Did you see any stickers? No stickers. Pray. What is it? Pray the Mantis. Pray the Mantis is it's a rock band or a punk rock band or a screamo band or a alt band, something like that. Yeah. It says the robot. The robot told me that. That was my first question. At first, it was like I had to tell it to search it too, because it didn't search. You oftentimes have to boss it around and be like, go on the internet and find it. It'll try and just be like, Pray the Mantis is a wordplay on praying mantis. No, I meant like, is it a band? Is it a skateboard brand? You know, Pray the Mantis is a punk alt thing. So this is not going anywhere. I got two plushies. They're very soft, and I can hug them. One's for bananas and one's for gummies. $3 each. They had tiny ones, like 1/4 the size. Same price. Very odd how the clearance works. It's like they were the size of like your hand, and this one's like the size of like, I don't know, like 3/4 of a milk gallon. Yeah. The mysteries of life. They had a Baskin Robbins one. Yeah, but that one didn't look as cool. I mean, I like Baskin Robbins better than I like bananas and or gummies, but the actual like bear was not as, or the actual plushie was not as cool. You did meditate on buying it though. $3. You know, that's technically junk that's just gonna fill your room. Yeah, I know, but still, it's plushie. What else? So you're near where Big Lots used to be? Yeah. They still leave the light on for Big Lots, even though Big Lots is not there anymore. McDonald's does not leave its golden arches on at night. You said that. You did that last night. Stop rehashing material. What time is it? 9? 8? It's 8:30 and 24 seconds. So this should be interesting. Any other smart ideas? Not really. I mean, it's You should break that one part off and do it as like a 1 or 2 minute incendiary joke. You just want to do incendiary jokes. They're so fun. Why are they so fucking fun? Well, because it's like you're pointing out the complete and utter ridiculousness of this whole whatever. Who do you want to give weapons to? The blacks or the women? Not funny. You're talking about like Black Lives Matter? Yeah. Or hey, wasn't the Democratic thing like? I thought that was their issue. Wasn't that their issue? Like Weinstein made me suck his dick for a movie role. I thought that was their issue. Nah. That's not how it works. Yeah, I don't think that's how it works. I think most actresses are probably like lefties. And most of the conservative women were like, in high school, they were like, I'm trying to find out which one's going to own a business. And they spent their entire high school career trying to figure out which one of the males was the best to like anchor themselves to, probably. You know. Women look at males like an investment. Okay. That's pretty, that's some weird game theory you're doing right there. Well, I mean, isn't that the logic of it? That probably is the best logic. I mean, he's going places. Let me hitch my wagon to that horse. You're just angry you're a useless horse. Yeah, shit. Fuck. Oh well. I'm fucking with you. If you say so. You gotta get off the road, buddy. I don't like him. I think he's gonna be poor when he gets old. So you flip that around, yeah. I think he's a, isn't that the term, loser? That's a woman word, right? Loser means like, not a nice house on the river? Yeah, that's what it means. Okay. Do 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 da do da. Spoiled? Nah, don't do that, Joe. That's really dirty. You shouldn't have done it. I mean, the one you were gonna do, you didn't do it. Thank God. Anything else? Do you want to get on your bike back? Or do you want to walk this? You're gonna walk back from Walmart? That's pretty far, man. Pretty far. Yeah, I know, but it's a drug. Hey, the moon is getting bigger. It's Saturday nights. So that means it will be. How does the moon? You don't actually know how the moon works, and you never did. If you knew how the moon worked, you'd be pretty smart, probably. Anything else? I don't know. That's a good question. You want to get some sort of like actual food? You didn't get any food, did you? You got a mellow yellow and 2 things of muffins. That's all sugar, man. Sugar and fat. You need like a burrito. Or you are not good at getting smart food. You always buy stupid food. You don't have any pizza crust either, so fuck. Hamburgers? You want to get hamburgers? You want to go to McDonald's and get some hamburgers? 2 McDoubles? That would have grease in it and cheese. Cheese and grease. You'd like that. You want to do that? That's like $4. It's not bad. I need grease and meat and protein. Why'd you buy those plushies? They were so cute. You're an idiot. You gonna go to McDonald's? Hey, they have their golden arches on right now. Normally they don't have them on because they're Jews with their golden arches. That's anti-Semitic. It's not anti-Semitic. You don't even know. You're just meaning like Jewish as in cheap, not like that's still anti-Semitic, even if you're using it in the context of being cheap. Okay. What's a better word? Economically, they don't want to use electricity at night. Okay. Yeah, so you should edit that out. I'm not going to. That's not fun. Yeah, no. Editing it's very it's beneath you. Editing is beneath me. If you say so. Scott's Red. Scott's Red. It's they're bags of something called Scott's Red. They're in a green bag. Why are they called Scott? Because it's the name of the fertilizer or it's probably wood chips or something called Scott's Red. Well, then how come it's in a green bag? Because that's what they store the bags in. It doesn't have to be stored in a red bag, dude. Well, that's hypocritical. Why aren't they storing it in a red bag? Because the green ones are probably like some reason for keeping the UV light out or something. Red's more expensive. I don't know. Something like that. I think it shows the facade and ridiculous. Really? You don't even know how those bags work. Scott's Red. Okay. You gonna go to McDonald's? I actually kind of haven't eaten at I want a hamburger. I haven't had a hamburger in so long. I might actually do this. Yeah. Go in there and get double hamburgers and then eat them and then eat them while walking back. That'll be amazing content. Yeah, it'll be like, pretty good content. Yeah, that'd be amazing content, dude. 10 out of 10. It would be pretty good, actually. I mean, the hamburgers would be good. The content would be, well, it would be about equal to most of your other content. So it'd be amazing, is what you're saying. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Okay, so you're really doing this, actually. Yeah, I think I am. Treat yourself sweetly. Any size, $1. What does that mean? Is that $1 for Coke, soft drinks, or tea? $1. The ice cream part is not $1. That would be expensive. They're not going to give you $1 coffee ice cream for $1. That's like a $3, $5, $4, $3 drink, I believe. Any sized iced coffee, $1. That's iced coffee. Iced coffee is not the same thing as ice cream coffee. Okay, you're gonna get deep. You can't play that music, dude. That's them. 7 Brew. Their devious plan to make it so I cannot do content. Are you going in? You're really going in here, aren't you? Okay. Okay, so you got hamburgers now. You got hamburgers? Yeah. 2 hamburgers. They're in your bag, right? Yeah. That was pretty fast. They didn't make you take that one in 7 points always makes you take like a little thingy, like a thing you're supposed to put on the table. You're supposed to take like they just put the number. They do it like the old Burger King system. That's good. It took them like a minute. That's a pretty good deal. You want to eat one or do you want to eat both of them? I'll figure it out. 4 times 9? 36. So it's like it's 437, I believe. I don't know why. What else? Oh, you're eating a hamburger. There's no way to call that. Yeah, it's pretty good. They're pretty good. Could use some ketchup. You're gonna need water to eat this. Hey, you're definitely gonna need water. Oh, it is. Oh yeah, you're gonna get that stuck in your throat, buddy. You gotta pull over and get some water, man. Oh fuck. It's what I lean up against. And then it goes away. Well, finish your fucking hamburger, bud. How do you do this? Can I see it in your pocket? I'll stick it right here. And then you take this and you put it right here. Good job, buddy. You're the best. I know I am. Thanks. Very nice. Very, very nice. Good job. Can you get your hamburger back? Is it in one piece? It's in one piece. Good job. Interesting. That's greasy. It's not greasy, but something. When I first started eating it, I thought it had a pickle in it. It didn't. It's interesting. That's what I call content. That's Thought I had to pick one, it didn't. You know, you have no value, right? Because your content is. Thought I had to pick one, and it didn't. It's not very good content. Oh yeah, some good water. Oh yeah, fuck. You're gonna do it dirty or you could do it maybe in like a minute or two. 5 minutes? How dirty you wanna go? Dirty, dirty. They're trying to catch me riding dirty. How about Christina Aguilera, Dirty? That was a song too. Really? Your entire concept of society comes from terrible music and yeah. That's how let's see, how do you want to do this? Do you want to go through the mall or do you want to go? You want to go through the mall or do you want to go through Sam's? Good question. Ooh, here's a good one. Don't do it, not right now. You'll get it. You'll go walking tonight. You'll get it all out. That's interesting. Wait, what's going on with that handlebar? I don't know, the chain came off? What the fuck? You should probably edit that out or you're gonna look stupid. Fuck no. Do. Do. Did you look at the news today? I don't even think you looked at the news yet. You're trying to distract from your bike failure, your failure to get the pedal to work. What the fuck's going on there, buddy? Let me get over here and I'll see what happened. Holy moly. Got out of shape. Yep. He's out of shape. Yes, he is. He's out of shape. Yeah. Oh, there it worked. No, is it broke? What's going on here? It's off the fucking, it's off the one on the front. The front one is not connected. How did that happen? Magic. It happens through the power of magic. How do you want to do this? Put it right here and then pull it off and then see what happened. Good job. You can't eat your hamburger now because your fingers are all greasy. They're not that greasy. You can still eat it. Almost fell. This thing's still on? Yeah, good job. You think that's the best explanation for society? That might actually be the one you're going for right now. Could be. Why is this so painful? Why am I? You give it. It's not me. That's someone else. You're gonna get completely 100% taken off YouTube for that, man. That's how it works. Someone in a Chick-fil-A. Someone in a Chick-fil-A line. I don't know who that song is. Some sort of party song. Kids these days like to party. That's good. Good observation. Purple lights. I think I've seen him before. Does he look like? Yeah. He's probably a Southern boy. Under the finger. Someone's got their finger wrapped around him, probably. Yeah. I need power. I need tens of millions of soldiers who will do anything I say. I sexually identify as a female, but only in the sense that I can get tens of millions of people to do what I want. I don't have a vagina. Interesting. You need to figure out a way to get that to happen. Interesting. So I say something, other people do it. So you think you're a female? Yeah, that's how it's supposed to be. Very nice. Okay. I myself am capable of doing almost anything, but if I can get other people to do it for me. I like that part where you're like it's like a flex. The flex part? Yeah, that's witty. Very witty. The flex. I can feed my dog $20 meals. It's a flex. Do 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 dee da do dee dee da do 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 dee da do dee. Thousands of years from now, this will be either the deepest conversation ever, or you're just an insane person biking around, ranting to yourself in a schizophrenic style tone. Yeah, I don't know. Sometimes I can't tell. Am I insane or genius? It's very hard to tell. It's very hard to tell. You're insane. Statistically, you're insane, probably. How you gonna do this? Are you going, you gonna go, what road are you going? What road? If you go off your bike, you're breaking your clavicle, buddy. You know that, right? You should be more risk weary of risk. Yeah, no, but risk is so enjoyable. So what else? You got a McDonald's hamburger you can still eat? I want to put ketchup on it. So when I dip my hamburger in ketchup, I like to pretend it's blood, and then I'm eating like meat, because hamburger is supposed to be like meat. And the ketchup is symbolic of blood. Well, that sounds crazy. Also, ketchup is pretty good on a hamburger, but I don't like it on the hamburger. I don't like hot ketchup. I like cold ketchup. See, it symbolizes the cold-bloodedness of my sociopathy. Really? No, I just thought that was interesting that you don't like hot blood, but you like cold blood. That's interesting. That's pretty interesting, actually. Why do you not like hot ketchup? I don't know. It's just like, it's disgusting. So you don't like hot blood, but you like cold blood. Yeah. Okay. Interesting. I mean, I think you're mostly up to date on the video uploads. Mine is, yeah, you're not going to upload, you might upload some drone footage, but I don't think you're going to upload a lot of the drone footage because that's no commentary, it's just you flying a drone around. It's not really that insightful, it's just smooth rotations of an arc in a field. So that's a thing. So how you're doing this road then, I guess, because you're right here, so you're clearly doing this road. Let's see. So I gotta do like a U thing. I don't want to fall off. Gotta be careful because I'm one-handing this thing. It's kind of dangerous. Oh yeah, you're gonna fall off. This guy's turning right. Yeah, I don't think you want to go. You want to wait on him? Do you want to break the law and just go? Yeah, let's go. This will work. Yeah, this works. You're good enough for government work. Good enough. Oh shit. You're still good. Good enough for government work. Oh, what joke were you just about? Oh, I was gonna say all the never mind. Doesn't work. Don't do it. Here's a white car. You want to do it now? Maybe 10 seconds, 20 seconds, 20, 19, 18. Oh, when you were in Walmart, you were saying that whatever that show, what was that show with the lady from Mad Men, where they wear red dresses and all the conservative ladies can't have kids anymore? So like the liberals made that movie, and then all the women are like flicking their beans, thinking like, you mean we don't have to work? And they're like, yeah, we don't have to deal with all this fucking AI shit and all this like real world shit. Yeah, we can just flick our beans and be like, you know, suck up to the mayor or whoever the fuck they're supposed to be sucking up to. You know, the big shots, right? The big shots in the show. Yeah, so. It was an unintended consequence. That show created modern society, actually. Really? You're just sort of making that up, aren't you? Yeah, I know. It's. I told you this shit is purposely inflammatory. But they flick their beans. They're like, you know, we don't want to be involved in all that shit. Can't we go back to the old conservative? You know, we hide in the back. It's kind of mean. Hey, can you make me like I'm statistically a doctor, but I don't have to deal with any of the doctor stuff. You know, like a woman doctor would be like a doctor who doesn't have to deal with the doctor stuff. You know, she gets to wear the lab coat, but she doesn't have to do the doctor stuff. Really? You are really going misogynistic on this shit. Yeah, no, it's, I'm trying to get back to the old republic. I'm trying to get back to the old conservative roots. They lost their way, man. I'm trying to bring them back, you know. Let's get rid of women's sports. Let's get rid of women doctors, you know. That, you know, are you wondering why the white males don't have jobs? The women took all the jobs, you know. Interesting. See, here's the thing, though. All the male doctors are like, we like the women doctors because they aren't really competitive. You know, it's like MMA. No woman could ever like take an MMA male fighter. No woman doctor could ever take a, you know, male doctor. So the male doctors like the female doctors because there's no threat there. That's not nice. Well, you know, that's my job. I think you're just making up shit again. Yeah, I know. Ugh. how are you gonna do this? You're gonna go left right here? Yeah, I don't know. That wasn't the joke though, right? What was the joke? It was the Claire joke. You already did the Claire joke, right? Yeah, I think so. So you're gonna eat your hamburger and then you're gonna do what? I don't know, probably rest for an hour or two. And I'll get ready for a walk. A real walk. Do you have any ideas where you're going? Nope. I'll figure it out. This format is expanding way too fast. You're gonna end up doing 12 hours a day eventually. 24 hours a day. It'll be full-time streaming. The meandering thoughts of an insane person. There was that one guy you saw a video once where that guy was like really insane though, right? And he would just do what the fucking Twitch stream said. Ooh. Yeah, I'm not getting a Twitch stream. I don't. That'd be terrible. But they probably give him coins. They're like, hey, I'll give you $100 if you go over there and moon the $30 speed limit sign. That's what they would do to the guy, right? They would get him to do stupid shit. Yeah, the whole point of Twitch is to get people to do stupid stuff, probably. Yeah. What was that story? You should probably try and find out what that was. You want to ride? You're supposed to be riding, not walking. Oh, fuck. As a meme format, how come it's always the left that does the multiple character shit? Well, that's because they're all schizophrenics and insane. Shit. Are there any right ones that do that? Well, Alex Jones sort of did it, but like in real life, he's normal-ish. But on the TV, he keeps one character. It's like wrestling. In the old 80s kayfabe, you would stay in character the whole time, right? Yeah, so the lefties lack the discipline to stay in character the whole time? Is that what you're saying? That's not me, man. So the righties are actors, but they stay in character, like in wrestling in the 80s. Yeah, that's how it works. Okay, that makes sense. I can see that. Insert like Tucker Carlson talking shit about Trump. Yeah, but he stays the same character in front of the camera. He doesn't. He keeps his character. You know. You gotta make a right somewhere here. You gotta stay one character the whole time if you want to be. It's called consistency or something. But you are allowed to like email shit behind the back and be like, you know, that's complete bullshit. I can't figure out what the rules are to this thing. It's kayfabe, I guess. You know, the 80s kayfabe. You gotta stay in character the whole time. But everybody knows it's all fake. Nope, they're trying to recreate the mystique of 80s wrestling back when, you know, did you just call wrestling? I'll beat you up. And then like Hulk Hogan would like headlock the guy and like put him to sleep. Yeah, because a bunch of fucking like really skinny people were making fun of wrestling. And they had no right to make fun of wrestling. Like, Andrew Sean. Very skinny. He's like the comedian who got choked out. You're talking about Belzer, right? Yeah, Belzer. Way too skinny, you know. If you're gonna make fun of Hulk Hogan, you gotta be able to take one of his headlocks, probably. Interesting. Yes, wrestling is fake, but Belzer has no right to be saying that because he has like, you know, no cred. Is that your point? Yeah, that could be. So they had a legitimate point then, maybe. Maybe. I don't know. Did you just say, you little twig? You're talking about Belzer. Belzer's a twig, right? Yeah. Fact check. Is Belzer a twig character? He kind of was, right? Can it make those sort of assessments? Like a twig character? I don't think a robot... Is it legally allowed to call a character a twig? I don't know. What else? So you're going back to like gender identity and I guess you are to some extent. Not like in the because you were talking about you did legitimately see a guy with like 4-inch heels, but he didn't have women's clothing on. He just had 4-inch heels. That was weird. It's the first time I've seen that around here. What else? I don't know. That's well, that's so you gotta go. What do you got? If you bike this, you're back in like 10 minutes or 5 minutes. So what are you gonna do? You gotta bike. One-handed biking. Is this legal? I think so. Where are you? I am on... What neighborhood is this? Is this all Forest Hills? Or are these like 3 or 4 neighborhoods? It's a good question. It's not Forest Hills, it's Hickory Hills. So are those trailer parks part of Hickory Hills? Because when I think of Hickory Hills, I think of like expensive houses. Some of them are more middle or lower middle, but then there's a trailer park in there too. Some of them are like $1 million, $500,000. These are probably 200, 300, maybe 200. I don't know. Couldn't tell you. You'd have to get on Zillow. What are you on Zillow? I don't know. Let's see. Just do like a Zillow of the city. Really? Do people do that? I don't know. Oh, I didn't know that cost that much. Is it based on like tax records, or is it just estimates? Does it go based on sales? So like, 'cause they always sell. What is the average time of a sale price for a house? 10 years, 20 years? Is there like a tax for it? I don't know. You'd have to know more than you know. You don't know. You're just spitball guesses. What's a spitball guess? Why do they call it a spitball guess? Because you spit on the ball, like in baseball, it's a speedball. You just throw it fast without actually doing any prep work. Well, they spit on the ball. That takes prep work. I don't know. That guy can go on rails with his truck, I think. He's got like a rail cassette. What is this? This is McGow Boulevard. Where does this go? Go right? Yeah, you want to go here, and then you can go end up at the church. Doot. What are you on now? I think McGow Boulevard. Okay. Remember that time there was those 2 dogs and they followed you for like a really like 4 or 5 football fields? That was cool. Okay, that was content. Was that with a phone or was that with the audio recorder? I don't remember. That's a good question. In the future, all information will be digitalized, recordalized. What are you gonna do? Like take the speech from network and say that all human information will be perfectly organized. That's good. You're thinking of the it's called the evangelical speech. I don't know, maybe. All human thoughts organized, categorized, systematized. Okay. Is this going somewhere? No, not really. It was just Covington Drive and what's this one called? Wellington, whatever. What is this one called? It's called Dubalbrook. What is it called? Dunbrook. one's called Donbrook too, but it's got an angled. Is it the same thing? Donbrook. Yeah, it says Donbrook, but it's not. This is it the same? Well, it's a. You're saying that it has like a disjointed road. The mysteries of roads. No. What else? Hey, remember that time that guy was like, "Hey, check out my car. Will you listen for a noise?" I was like, "I don't really give a fuck, and it's way more work for what I want to do than what you're wanting from me." What else? I don't know. It's kind of lame. Yeah, no, it's kind of lame. So what else? What else? You gotta make it up to this red light. You accidentally fucked yourself over and had to reset your camera. I don't know what I hit. I hit something. If you say so, buddy. What time is it? Do you have a way of testing the time? Not really. Is there a way of looking at the time? Does that thing have the time? No, it does not. Yeah, it doesn't matter. You hit like camera controls or something. What else? Is there a way to prove the time? You'd have to go all the way up to Mars Hill, I think. That's the only way. Or you go to Helton, and I'm not doing that. I don't care that much. Well, you had a cut. You had a fourth. That's your fourth cut. Third cut, fourth cut. One cut. You went from the park to Veterans Park. Cut 2, Veterans Park 2. You had a cut in there, like a little 5 minute. And then you had from Veterans Park to McDonald's, and then you had from McDonald's to here, and then you accidentally cut again. So, you know, proof of cut. I don't know. You need a cryptological camera, I guess. Anything else? Nope. Is there a camera? Is there a clock around here? Well, there's that church that's on the main road. If you go to that, that would be a 5 minute extra detour. You could fake that with like some fake stuff, probably. Yeah, probably. There's no way to validate any of this. Interesting. You have your little camera on your chest. Yeah, but then you'd have to edit in a whole nother set of video footage. That's true. Fact check. It's hard to fact check, boy. What happens when I crush your camera, boy? Good job. So you're talking about like the you're comparing it to like what? Here's a sword. Say Allah is God. Yeah, you're comparing it to that, I think. Truth is who holds the sword. I guess that's what you're actually saying. Interesting. Nah, I'm just kidding. Why don't you ride this? Because it's funner to walk. I've said that so many times. Ride it, and go to that, and show what time it is. Yeah, but I could fake that if I wanted to. Hmm. Mm-hmm. 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 You could do multiple channels. You could do one where it's all inflammatory. That's not. Sounds fun. Is it fun? I don't know. Which is the better? They're all pretty bad ideas. You gonna do this? Are you gonna do this hill without? Are you gonna walk it? Or are you gonna? There's some brakes, boy. Do 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 da. That's really fast. This is a lot faster than walking. Look how fast you're going. You're going like 5 times faster than walking. You're so fast. How are you so fast? Because I'm on a bicycle, and the bicycle is wheeled, and it has like grease or something, and ball bearings, and all sorts of magical tools to make it go faster. Okay. So you're gonna see what time it is on the just to double check. You know, just because the camera cut out. You had some sort of camera setting. How'd you do that? I don't know. Do the time from up here. Does this trick work or not? You go Marshall or you go this way? Which way do you want to do it? That's a good question. Proof of time. Very silly concept. Very funny. You're not going to see it from that direction. Whew. Holy fucking shit. So you're gonna go. And then you'll just go back onto Marcel. Yeah, so that. It increases the walk by 5 minutes, maybe. If you say so. Do-da, do-da, do-do-do-do-do-do, da-da-da-do-da-day. Ooh, here's a dirty one. It's an Epstein, but a female joke. Do you want to do this one? How would you do it? So the mental framework you were doing is it'd be like a high school girls sleepover, and all the like really rich mean girls, they invite all the, like the poor white trash girls, and they get them on wine coolers, and they get them drunk, and they get like fucked, and then they get abortions illegal. So they set them up for like failure. So it's like an Epstein thing. Kind of. I don't know. Epstein should not be involved in that. That's the role of like conservative women to be doing Epstein's job. Really? Is that your joke? Hey, I just came up with that one actually. That's not a bad joke. So you're saying it's not a male's job to be doing Epstein's job, it's the conservative Republicans' female's job to be like setting up sex connections for their husband? Yeah. Okay. It's a dirty joke. I don't know if you have any. My impression of a Republican wife. I kept trying to bring him home this tale, but he paid more attention to Epstein's tales than the tale I was bringing home. Is that? That's why they hate Epstein so much. That's dirty, man. That's a dirty joke. You're a very dirty boy. Wanna get a little bit dirty? Do. Okay, cowboy chaps. What's the other dirty thing? Trying to Catch Me Riding Dirty is by like a rap song, I think. So, what time is it? We'll see. The sign down here will tell me. Proof of time. Nah, he just used the GPU to change the time. Probably could. If I wanted to learn how, I could probably learn. At the current moment, I do not know how to do that, but eventually I'll maybe teach myself that. What time is it actually? 9:25 and 49 seconds. What else? You'll see the time is down here on this clock. I hope 9:19. What is that? 71 degrees? Is that? You have really bad vision, buddy. So you're saying that like the Republican women in high school, they get all the they purposefully get like the women they don't like drunk, and then they get them like fucked, like they date rape them, but they set them up for the guys. Is that what you're saying? I don't know. I was just making a story up. It's kind of like an Epstein story, but with Republican women. Yeah, it would be like that. Yeah, that's complete conjecture, by the way. I don't know. It's a fun little story. It's that could be true. That's not impossible. 71 degrees. Yeah, that's why it's hot, because it's like, it was probably 79, 70, because there was sun earlier. So, you know. So it's the, when the Democrats were in control, they were trying to give weapons to the ex-slaves. Now the Republicans are giving weapons to the women, which is, I don't know, just, I don't know. It's not gonna be good. I don't know if that fits actually. I mean, you're sort of stretching that. I don't know. It's a good question. 9:28. 71 degrees. What time is it I'm on? 9:28 and 28 seconds, 29 seconds. Most clocks are now aligned these days. I think they all use the same, networks from the phones probably. How long was this? You're at 15 minutes because remember you accidentally turned your phone off. So you have no clue what your time at. You started at 5:30? Do you start at 5 or 5:30? Something like that. But that includes a lot of drone flying, which was not on the camera probably. It was on the other camera, but it's not on this camera. It's on the drone / other camera. Around the blacks, never relax. You mean the women or the blacks? Both. They're both filled with rage and desires for revenge. It's pretty witty. Nope. How do you want to do this? How do you want to get over there? You want to go like this, and then you want to go to this middle area. You want to be very careful not to get killed. And then you're gonna have to look at the traffic very carefully. Is your zipper up? Yeah, I think so. I think you checked it earlier. Someone's having a party. Partay. Christmas lights. March degenerates. Yeah. You said that like 1,000 times. I'm gonna keep saying it. I don't care. I think it shows the degeneracy of the modern society. It's very funny. So I guess this pretty much concludes this. You're gonna have to combine these, and if it makes the size of the file bigger when you have a bunch of files for some reason. I think I haven't entirely figured that one out. Interesting. Interesting. There was no stickers. You saw no stickers. You saw. You got some plushies. You got some muffins. You got some hamburger. You got one hamburger left. You got a Meliella. You got a Mountain Dew that's like open. Maybe 80% of it untrunk. It's in the fridge. You got 3 unopened Mountain Dews. The Meliella tastes better. It does. It's still on sale at Walmart, $168. So you paid less at Walmart for Meliella. Like a lot less, like 40 cents less. If you went with Mountain Lining, you could get it for $1 probably. Okay. But I actually like the Meliella is better. Interesting. I'm gonna splurge out and drink that Mountain Light or Mountain Dew. Yeah. Okay, Richie Rich. Okay. Is there a way you can fly in Muscle Shoals? You could go. I think you can go across the dam. There's a park on the other side of the dam. You could probably fly from there. Maybe. Can you fly a drone from a boat in a river? What's the legality of that? That's probably legal. Did your light go off? Did your light fucking go off? You turned it off or did it go off? I think it went off. I think it actually went off because, yeah, you're down to 1 bar. Once it loses bars fast. It's not very well. I think you've said that before. Well, it's important to say it again. Well, that concludes some Christmas lights. Degenerates. Okay. You want to go back in again? You need to charge those lights pretty bad, actually. And then you need to get rid of all your groceries. And then you need to get rid of your drone, put it back in, and then you could go biking. I mean, do you want to? If you don't have the GoPro cover lens, does it still work? And you're just taking a risk, or is it like, does it not turn on? Do you think? How'd you break that? I don't even know how I broke it. Probably dropped it? I don't know. That's a good question. Well, that concludes whatever this was. What was it? Malleolo plushies.